Get gibbed. Oh, the wombo combo. Hello, everyone. Good evening. It is I, the one and only Brianna Elskadottir, and welcome to the stream. I see we have Damascus, Cloudy, Matt, Telos, Nami, Nightmare, Berserker, Mossy, Steve. Hello. It is good to see you all. I saw the new doggy. What kind of doggy is it, Nightmare? Tell us with a 20 gifted membership jump scare. Jeez, thank you, tell us. Oh man, it's go. Oh, let's go. Look, it's giving it to regulars. All regulars this time. Let's go. Woo! Thank you so much, Telos. Oh no, I bet you anything my notification sounds still aren't working, huh? Maybe I do this. I don't know. Yes, Ezekiel, I am starting to sound a lot better. Christian, welcome back. It's good to see you. Man, there's so many. Make sure you say thank you to Telos if you got a membership gifted from them. Your name is indeed green again, Steve. Been a while. How's you doing? I'm doing a lot better, Bean. A lot better. We all know that I am still mostly recovering from the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. I'm definitely feeling a lot better. I still have a little bit of cough, and you know I'm still stuffy, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Corgi, a long one? Is it like part wiener dog or something, or is it just full corgi? Essen, hello. Oh yeah, I did skip Nami for some reason. Sorry, Nami. We'll get you on the next round, hopefully. Yeah, from what I saw, it looked like it had to be, or should be. It looks like a mix. Has been Kung Flu fight. I have absolutely been Kung Flu fighting. Hi, Walkie. Good to see you. I should have everything turned on today too, so you could throw stuff at my head and whatnot. Say that 10 times fast. Has been Kung Flu fighting. Kung Flu fight. Nope. Already lost. Hi, Tyler. It is excellent to see you too. I hope everybody's doing all right this evening. Nothing too special for me. I got off of work a little bit ago. Had me some pizza pie for dinner. Drinking me some water right now. That was huge. What was that? I didn't even get to see it. Hit like the top of my head. Ow. It's pure Brie. Interesting. I've never seen a little corgi with that pattern. Very interesting. Very pretty, doggy. Ow. Just had some dreary weather all weekend. That's over here for me too. It's been pretty cloudy. No rain or anything, sadly though. Ow. We're rascals and scoundrels, villains, and alright. Yar, fiddly-dee. Hi, Hatred. Excellent to see you. Pass by to say hi and stay healthy. Yes, don't worry. I'm getting there. I am absolutely feeling a lot better. I like cloudy weather. I also like cloudy weather. I would hope so, Cloudy. You gotta live up to that name. But yeah, I also really like cloudy weather. Rainy weather, gloomy weather, always my preferred time. To especially like just, it makes me feel good. I know people are always like, yeah, but it makes you like all like, you know, gloomy and you want to stay inside. I'm like, I know. No, not me. I'm one of those weirdos. If it like starts raining, I'm gonna go take a walk. All right? I want to take like a walk in the rain. I love cloudy weather and rain and stuff. Wrong pirate song? I'm not a pirate. I don't know these songs. I don't know how they go. The weather just makes me sleepy. It can hit me too, right? But I always feel like the nap is the after, right? I go walk in the rain, come home, relax, maybe have like a cup of tea, something hot, and then, you know, you kind of like lay down and you enjoy the rest of the night. That's kind of how I usually like it. Shanty night? I know. Barely know one. Hi, Tiberian! Then why do you have a pirate stream title? It's not a pirate! I'm not going ARRRGG, mateys! No, I'm going ARRRGG! It's supposed to be screaming. Nami has a point? No. I'm sorry, am I lying to you? Do you want me to fix? I could change it. It's supposed to be a grumble. I'm at work on break? Ooh. Hopefully it's treating you well, Tiberian. I know December, this time of the year, it's probably pretty garbo. So do stay well. Hopefully you won't get obliterated. If you expect, I should have. Equal to a lot of yelling. That's just a pirate with scurvy. Oh no, a leopard pirate. Can we change it into a pirate title? Do you want pirates? Add H's? Harg, maybe? Hi, Leon. Leon! Anything about Nordic pirates? Yeah. I guess so, yeah. I want pirate now? Okay. Alright, Arg! Yo-ho, walk the plank. There you go. There you go. There's your pirate. There's your new pirate title. Niho is my shoulder riding companion. I feel like he's a bit too heavy for that. Man, if I had like a pirate costume that I could go put on, you know I would. You know I'm one of those people that will fully indulge bits. I love bits. Throw me in the deep end. Hi, Gama. Suffering cardiac red, please. Yeah, Crabward. Also, hi, Crabward. Like land targets through a pirate specialize in that. There you go. If we were playing like a Civ game or whatever, RTS, yeah, I would definitely be more of a land raider. We would be, because, you know, especially we would have like special berserk units. Very, very squishy. Very squishy, but they make things explode, right? They do a lot of damage. That's kind of what I would say, a Viking faction would be in my RTS. Have we been? I have been surviving. It's been very interesting these last, well, accumulating to the last couple of months, but especially here at the end of the year. As I've already said, I've been back to work. Especially, because when I switched to wanting to do full-time, I was only working, like, every other week for, like, 1 day. I was, like, the partest of part-times. But then life stuff happens, and then I had to go back. Where I was working part-time and more regular, and now I'm back to working full-time, because now life also went down the drain. But don't worry. I'm doing fine. But life's just been very busy. Lots of family stuff going on, surprisingly, for me. In a little over a week, I gotta go out of town for a weekend, but I shouldn't be gone that long. And then I think a little bit before Christmas, I have another place I gotta be. So this December is turning out to be a lot more busy than I expected, but, we have, our family's having a rare occasion where we get to go hang out with brother Elska, even though he, you know, he's, much older than me and sister. So he kind of has his own life of his own and stuff. But he invited us for some Christmas stuff this year. So get to hang out with him in a couple of weeks. Not on Christmas, but like a couple days before or something. So my life's, yeah, it's just been very busy. Family stuff, back to work, and surviving. But I'm doing okay. Life do be life, guys. I feel like the eye patch with a cool scar will be 50-year-old. I can see that. I could absolutely. I would get myself either into an extraordinary amount of trouble where I would probably lose an eye, or it would be something really stupid like I slipped in the bathtub and then I like bonked my face, and then that's how I had an eye patch. I'm a 50-50 on how that's gonna turn out. Sorry to hear that. That's okay, Sloofy. Life's life. All that matters. How I always try to make sure I see it is all that matters is I'm here, I'm living every day, you know, day by day. I'm hanging in there, enjoying the company I want, you know, you guys, my family. We got food on the table, I got a roof, you know. So things are okay. It can be rough, but you know what? Keep going. You have grays of hair already? No, I don't. I think I have one. I think I have one. The last time, like I took my a shower and I was combing my hair, I think I noticed one. More happiness is always right around the corner. Exactly. See, tell us you understand. Just can't let it get you down. Because life is mean. I've had gray hair since high school. Well, here's the thing. I would rather have gray hairs than no hair. Your ISP or us? It's a good... You know what? I bet you that one gray hair, it could probably go either way. I think if I were to be honest in who I think gives me the most pain, I think it is the ISP. I think those, they are definitely going to make me, like, commit arson or something. So, you know, they definitely, make my brain cells spike and explode. So, you guys do that too, but it's not as regular. You guys just kind of have, like, a, you know, every other stream or so does that happen. ISP is their very existence makes that happen. Don't admit that on stream. Hey, I meant, don't listen to that government person listening to me. It's a joke! It's a joke! Or is it? What if you were bald but you have gray hair and you're... That... What? 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 Yeah, in Minecraft. In Minecraft. Yeah. Ooh. Just a prank, bro. It's 4-year-olds. It has gray hair. I'm only mentally 4 years old, okay? You gotta give me more credit than that. Tiberian, good luck at work. Please survive. I believe in you. Yeah, crab word. Exactly. Yes, Minecraft. In Minecraft doesn't work. Wait, it doesn't? Does that get me in trouble? Hey, remember when I played Minecraft that one time? I played Minecraft like 4 times, right? Also, I'm green. You are green! Telos gifted a lot of subs just a little bit earlier in the stream, so it's probably from him. So make sure you give him a big thank you if you guys got a gifted from him. In Fortnite? Oh yeah, the new Fortnite update. They put like Peter Griffin in it, right? Nobody's free. Eventually they'll get to you. Crabward! Thank you, Crabward, with also 10 gifted Niho snacks. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. We gotta make everybody green here. You're not allowed to not be green. Let's see if it'll actually hit Nami. Didn't expect that one. You know what? After they started putting in like adult TV show characters and rated M video game characters, I kind of knew it was probably going to happen at some point, right? Oh, I misread that? Oh, that's 10 months. Oh! I wish I could gift my own so that I can cover up for my mistakes. Just... Can I? Hold up. Hold up. Oh! No, Crabword, you didn't have to. I was gonna do it. I don't have my card. I was gonna do it. No, Crabword. We ballin'. Thank you so much, Crabword. You didn't have to. Oh no. Okay, Crabword with the 10 months and the 10 gifted and Redacted with the 10 gifted. Thank you guys so much. Christmas is coming early. I was gonna do it, but I don't have my card. Does anybody know the 3-digit code on the back of my card? Because I don't. Tristana, yes! Oh, they tend to do that. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Oh, I think it's under throw, not tits, Sloofy. Exclamation point throw. 508, let me try that. Nami's green, let's go! Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. As I don't know what to do today. I have 0 plans, which is why I'm existing. That actually jump scared me a little bit. I haven't taken off the Halloween stuff. Whoops. You guys can still hit me with Halloween candy and stuff. Alongside, I think, the Christmas stuff. But yeah. I don't know what to do today. I'm winging it 100%, 100%. I am just winging things. Cause I don't know, like, what I really want to jump back into, right? There's just so much, like, I'm kind of overwhelmed with how much stuff I want to do. And I'm kind of just like, I'm existing. Probably not Jackbox. I think I'm gonna skip on that one for now. If you want me to play WoW, but we'll see. Hi, Takama. Expired candy nobody wanted. Doesn't like Halloween candy last a whole year? Just you're fine. You're fine. Hi, Jordan. Everything's going great. I am here. Good comfort game for you. Also, delve into the garbage bin. That's true. It doesn't take a lot of effort to plug in a console, so if we want to play something, we could do that year, too. I had a stroke. Could finish Killer Frequency. I could do that, too. Horror games? I definitely want to play more horror games, but I don't know what I want to play. No, Jordan, it's okay. Remember, I've barely been here, too, so it's excellent just that you're coming by and saying hi. I just checking stream for roguelite title, roguelike lights to play because what I'm in the mood for. Stuff. Saw a Fate game for 8. I was surprised I haven't seen one yet. You know what else? You know who else surprisingly made a roguelite was the Blast Blue team. Team Blue from Arxis made a roguelike. I don't even remember what it's called, but that exists. I haven't tried it yet. Bye, Steve. Connect 4 and see if you can beat the PC. It's the opposite team who made Guilty Gear. So Guilty Gear Arxis consists of 2 teams. There's Red Team and Blue Team. Red Team makes Guilty Gear. Blue Team makes Blast Blue. Hi, Goins! Welcome, welcome! You've already beaten the Super Mario RPG. Doesn't that take, like, forever? Right? Because it's like an old-fashioned RPG. Doesn't it take, like, 100 hours? What's a roguelike? Isn't the key thing about roguelites is the factor that you start all over, right? You die and you start over. I do like Project Zomboid, but I feel like I need a squad to play Project Zomboid with. Hi, Nezuko! Easy baby? Is it an easy baby game? I wouldn't know. As I've already said before, I've never, ever roguelite. Oh, roguelite. Right. They're different. I've never played a Mario game, so I cannot attest to that. I do not know any Mario things. Is that what it is? Procedurally generated? I'm doing quite well, Nezuko. How are you today? It's the best platformer ever. Is it a platformer? I wouldn't know. I'm sorry to disappoint, but you guys are gonna have to really convince me to play a Mario game. I'm just gonna say it to, be honest. You can solo it? What? Super Mario RPG? You mean like, is there a party system in that game, or do you mean like without a friend? Bethel? I would have to go check. I've been, kind of not playing too many games recently, because I've mainly been able to play games, either on stream or while I'm out and about, and most of the time, like, not very many things are accessible, because I don't have a cool gamer, what are they called again? Steam Deck. I don't have a Switch. Just relaxing, playing Wolf Among Us? One of these days I'll play a Telltale game. I think that would be fun, because I would make sure I played all the bad choices. Faithful to the original, I'm quite familiar with. All characters are already level 30. Wow! So you basically 100% of the game? That's impressive, Jordan. And Mario's Game of the Year nominee. Is it on one of the... Oh, speaking of, that's something I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Game of the Year nominees. Or the Game Awards. Let's go talk about them. Let me pull them up. Let me pull up the nominees. Oh, I'm still so stuffy. View all categories. Yeah, Game of the Year. Woo! Oh, do you think anybody's gonna make it on stage this year? or do you think they finally managed to have security for that? Yeah, Super Mario Wonder is a Game of the Year nominee. I don't think it should win, but I've heard that it's good. That's how, you know, there's that. Before being distracted when seeing a dungeon crawler I played in middle school, I was going to recommend Faith if you want a horror game. Faith would definitely be fun. Faith would definitely be fun. Because what? They're on like part 6 or something. Isn't that game still going? Alright, so I did want to talk about the Game Awards. Because I feel like some of them are probably going to be like, how did you get here? And why are you here? And I think that'll be interesting. As well as it has, like, we have the discussion of, like, remakes and stuff. So, I think that will be interesting. Ah! Looks kind of too easy. It might be. I wouldn't know. I've never played a Mario game. Take them as true. I feel like if there was something to make a fool of myself, it would probably be the Game Awards. It's either Baldur's Gate or, I think last I checked of the votes, it was, Baldur's Gate was like 40% of the votes, and Alan Wake 2 was like 35% or something. And a lot of people are a bit sketched on the Alan Wake 2 part, but, Baldur's Gate was still like a good like 10% in front. All the other ones were like dead. So, someone in power, yeah, someone in power really likes Alan Wake 2. That's exactly it. Yeah, somebody really liked Alan Wake 2. Made it on while being terrible. I don't know anything about the game. I've heard like most people say it's good, but I did not like the first one, so I have a bias of I don't like it. Because I really didn't like the first. We played it a month and a half ago, and I still don't like it. Hi, Butterbee. We are about to talk about the Game Awards. The story and dialogue looks bad. If it's still going on the whole TV series as a video game trope, it probably isn't for me. Yeah, if it's not Baldur's Gate 3 for any of the awards that they were nominated for, I do genuinely think something was rigged. It's just like, even right now, it still has like 95,000 concurrent players or whatever, and it's months old. I'm gonna stream the awards again this year? I don't think I can, because I think it's on a day I am not home. I think it's on like the 13th or something. Let's see. Which kind of sucks because I don't know if anybody 4 days. Oh no, I can. I thought it was next week. No, it's this week. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's Thursday. Yeah, we can watch the Game Awards together. I thought it was next week, not this week. Yeah, we can watch the Game Awards together. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they have like video game announcements and stuff. Did anybody see that Sega said they're gonna be announcing something to do with the fighting game? Just to bring back fighting games? Very exciting. I don't know if they're gonna bring back Virtua Fighter or something, but I'm very hopeful. It would make me laugh if it's a Sonic the Hedgehog fighting game or something. But anyway, let's talk about the nominees, right? Let me pull this up. We'll take a talk. Let me Game Awards 2023. Yeah, Sega had one of the most like old school notorious fighting game with Virtua Fighter. I do not trust the Game Awards. I rely on esoteric knowledge granted to me through the astral plane via sleep. So, I mean, to me, the Game Awards also mean very little. The Game Awards to me, because normally I don't give any care about any of the games that are up there. This year it's basically only Baldur's Gate because I do think they earned it. The Game Awards show is basically like a in-between for game announcements, and that's basically the only reason why I care about watching it. I also hope Sega makes a good fighting game. And I hope it's cheap or free. Do you know the game Baba Is You? I have never heard of that. But here, let's take a look at these together. Here, I pulled it up on Google Chrome. So I'll pull it up and we can talk about these. View all categories. Game of the year. All right. Let's bring us on over to this one. Boom. Source, I made it up. I just want to see what... Exactly, Nightmare. You and me are the same. I just want to see what news they're going to have. So what we got for Game of the Year is we got Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Marvel's Spider-Man, Resident Evil, Mario, and Legend of Zelda. I think just this lineup is interesting. I've heard very mixed things about Marvel's Spider-Man. I have heard an interesting discussion about remakes because of Resident Evil 4. And then an interesting thought is Tears of the Kingdom is the exact same map, just like it's like one huge DLC pack basically. So I wonder what the thoughts on that is too. I feel like this is a Baldur's Gate is just an easy W. If they don't win, something's rigged. Dead Space remake was this year. It was in January. I never played Baldur's Gate games. I hope they have fun. I enjoyed Marvel Spider-Man 2. I mean, like I said, I've just heard mixed things about this game. If you enjoyed it, all power to you, Nezuko. I've never played the Spider-Man games. I'm not a superhero person. I don't like, I'm not active with that. So I don't really draw to them, but if they're fun, you know. Resident Evil 4 to win? I think it's very hard for it to win. But like I said, it brings back an interesting discussion of, does a remake deserve to win? Does it deserve to be nominated? Because it's the original essence was there, which, like I said, it kind of goes into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because it also feels like that was supposed to be just like one big DLC, right? Like, I had the same towers and stuff and everything in it, didn't it? I have never played Tears of the Kingdom. I've never played Breath of the Wild, so this is just from an outside perspective for these. Hi, Dario! Why is Alan Wake 2 there? I want to see my brain on the wall so much. Also, don't forget games that come out right before it are also have that recency bias. I think Alan Wake definitely is there. Last year it was God of War, right? I feel like that had some recency bias. It is a very odd lineup. I agree. I don't know what else I would put here though. I think I mean, personally, I would put Street Fighter instead of one of these, but no, fighting games never sell well enough to be put up there. It's like a veggie burger. I would never order one, but if someone brought me one, I wouldn't say no. Exactly, Massive! Like, veggie burgers are yummy, right? But I would still prefer my beef. The most fun playing, but I expected Divinity 3 to win. Oh, Baldur's Gate. That's fair. If you have the most fun, that's fair. I absolutely adored and loved Resident Evil 4, as we know. It had a couple of frustrating parts, but I did especially really, really like it. As you know, I'm Leon. I greatly enjoyed it. Resident Evil is one of my favorite game series, but I don't think it deserves to win. Remake is different from the original, just like Despacito, so they totally deserve to be treated like any other game. It's interesting when, like I said, it's a remake. Because it's still, if it's a remake, it's still made from the ground up, but it's not wholly original. And I think that's the idea. Because it's not wholly original. Which is why I also, like, if that was the case, I feel like I said, Tears of the Kingdom shouldn't be there. If that argument was a factor. Because, or maybe even Spider-Man, because isn't it the same map or something and they just upscaled it? I don't know. Like I said, it's an interesting thought. I think it's fine, but I'm trying to think of how people would justify the thought, right? I'm sad you can't play as Venom in Spider-Man 2, unlike Spider-Man. Wait, you can't play as Venom in the Spider-Man where there's like Venom in the trailers, right? Isn't good old Sasuke Spider-Man Peter Parker? Doesn't he get turned into Venom? Doesn't he have the suit? Can you not play him as symbiote Spider-Man, or do you mean like actual Venom with Eddie and stuff? Yeah, Sasuke Spider-Man. I'm gonna say, Tears of the Kingdom win. I will be sad. We need new games to win this year. I agree, Nezuko. I think it's kind of hard for Tears of the Kingdom to win. Like I said, I think it's genuinely Baldur's Gate. I can look, but there was, like, last week a percentage of voting that already people could figure out, like, they knew. And it was, like, a 10%, like, jump between Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3. So, it's Baldur's Gate's gonna win. And like I said, if it doesn't, absolutely it was probably rigged. I have to play all of the new RE now that I can because I upgraded the PC, but I'm so focused on Apex right now. Oh yeah, I gotta play that again at some point. And they also Capcom just the other day announced they're making more Resident Evil remakes, so we should expect a Resident Evil 5 and maybe even a 6 remake. I wonder if they'll go back and do 0 or just do 1 again as well. Like they said, yeah, we're just gonna remake them all basically the other day. So I wonder what's next. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 and 2 shouldn't be there on that train of thought. Yeah, I don't think they should really be there. Is it because they share the same voice actor? Yes, Essen. Yuri Lowenthal, he's a very recognizable voice. Despite the fact that he tries to make like his voice slightly different in the things he's in. You can point Yuri Lowenthal out in anything. 0 and Veronica aren't worth remaking, but it's a question of where will they stop, Eki. Sure, it might not be worth remaking, but will they stop? I don't know. They said they're gonna keep making remakes, and they only have so many left, right? Yeah, Baldur's Gate, absolutely. Baldur's Gate, just like Elden Ring is so good that people got mad at it. They're like, this is giving us unrealistic expectations for video games to be made. No, this is just a good video game, and you're a little baby who needs to make good games and stop exploiting people, basically. I don't know. Resident Evil 5 won't be controversial like it was our first release. Pablo, I think more than likely they will change things in anything that was controversial. I mean, they already made Ashley, didn't they make her like 20 something in this game and she was like 16 in the original Resident Evil 4 or something? I don't know. I've never played the original. But and then they got rid of like the upskirt shots and stuff. They're definitely playing some of the things safe for what they got controversy for their older games. So I expect that in Resident Evil 5. If we're going on a gameplay, it's too similar. Alan Wake 2 shouldn't be on there though. It's so much worse than the first. It's more worse? The gameplay? Is it like she was always a college girl? Okay, then that one we can skip. But at the very least, like the upskirt shots and stuff are gone. Like, is Alan Wake 2 still just like there's spooky lumberjack men and you shine a flashlight on them and then they die? Is that what the gameplay still is in Alan Wake 2? Because I wouldn't want to play it. God. Alan Wake 1, you know, it's like 10, 11 years old now, right? 2012. Very boring game. Looks fun, couldn't play it, so I can't say the best, so if it wins, I understand. Yeah, I mean, it's a very welcoming style, I would say, in how it's, like, the difficulty curves and stuff are pretty easy. Especially when it's, like, you're playing on easy mode or whatever. They have ways that you can still enjoy it as, like, just a story game, but at its core, it being a turn-based strategy game, doesn't really appeal to everyone. No matter how fun or good the story is, you know, it's not for everyone, so absolutely fine. I will say that, whatever, if they have, like, the best continued support or whatever, I feel like that needs to be put, Baldur's Gate needs to be there too, and if it's not, I'll be absolutely surprised. Because just like 3 days ago, they updated, like, a huge patch where they added post-end game cutscenes, like 3,000 new lines of dialogue, and they just keep putting more and more in Baldur's Gate, and I don't think they're gonna stop for a while. Apparently even in like the post-credit stuff, they even hinted at maybe making DLC. Like they're just gonna, like, this thing's gonna be thriving for a while. Yeah, and they modified some other things. Think a lumberjack man is a boss fight. Oh, terrible. Making lumberjacks sound like vampire. Hey, I mean, I'm all for a lumberjack vampire, but I don't want to kill it by putting a flashlight at his face. Even though I have close to zero interest in playing it. Fair, Nami. I feel like the Game Awards because it's user voted, it will always be very biased to like, oh, this is just what I enjoyed the most, right? And that's what it's for. Which is, it's very lucky that it comes side by side, that it's Baldur's Gate is the one that most people enjoyed the most, and then also the best quality. Because, I don't think there's ever really awards where it's just, like, based on objective quality or whatever really out there. Because, I would absolutely say as well, I mean, I haven't even beaten the game, and I think it's still the best one in this lineup. Yeah, it's the bias of, oh, I played this one, exactly. Nightmare, that would be great. I definitely would like to see more companions. That would probably be doable through DLC and stuff. And, oh, speaking of more companions, you want a paladin? They made it so Minthara, you don't have to kill everyone anymore. You know that mod everybody did so that they didn't have to murder the whole grove? She's now just normally recruitable if you knock her out instead of just disappearing. So you can have your paladin for sure now in your party, and you can experience your game with her. Yeah, it was updated in the last patch. I like turn-based as long as it's fun. Not I'm being impartial. Yeah, fair. I mean, turn-based and then turn-based strategy is different, right? Because, I mean, turn-based, you could just say, I like Pokemon. That's turn-based, right? turn-based strategy like it is for Baldur's Gate is you have a whole map, right? A whole map to maneuver, items to use, and whatever, objects and whatnot. So it's a bigger scope within the turn-based. Finally losing 3 companions for 1. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was worth it for some people. I mean, you could have Minthara for your evil playthrough, right? Because I mean, your evil playthrough, you're getting her anyway, basically, most likely. So, I mean, she was basically there. If you want your good guy playthrough, you would have Gale and Karlach, and your bad guy, you would get Minthara. Oh yeah, and you would lose Halsin. I know, Leah. I mean, like I said, people just downloaded a mod to what they put into the game as an official thing that happens. Was a mod, right? So they made it so that you could. There was a mod that made it so you ran into her in Act 2. After knocking her out in Act 1, that was like a mod, and then they basically just implemented that mod. There's probably like more depth to it than that, but they did that. That's okay, Dario. We are missing Monk, Sorcerer, and Bard. I'm not too worried about Monk, because Monk is incredibly powerful. So I'm not worried about it. It would be interesting, but I'm not worried about it. Sorcerer and Bard, though, would be nice. Bard specifically, because that's a support class. Picked up we'll charge you. Did that? No. I think they changed that, if I recall, Matt the Beast. As well as the guy who was CEO at the time, I think, got fired. Or he stepped down or something. Yeah, high-level monks in Baldur's Gate's very broken, which is funny because they kind of suck in the tabletop. The Tiefling? Hey, yeah. Hey, Nightmare, don't play a Dark Urge. Good to see you too, John. Nezuko, the lore in Baldur's Gate's a little convoluted, but also it's fairly simple. It's just, you were born from Bad God. Bad God says, you come to me so I can become and make bad things happen, and then turns out you are a good guy from bad guy, and then your brother wants to kill you, and then you kill your brother. That's the original Baldur's Gate, like, 1 and 2. Alright, let's look at the next. I got spoiled on that one. Oh, the story? Oh, you're talking about, Dark Urge. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of hard to not be spoiled on things for Baldur's Gate now. Oh, there's not 6. There's only 5 on this one. Game direction. I feel like I do feel like at least 3 of these don't belong on here. I cannot speak for Alan Wake, but I don't know if these deserve to be here. Hi, Illyria. What a stupid category. Yes. I stopped to start Baldur's Gate so many times to really need. The game is hard. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are hard. There's ways you could cheese things, obviously, but you really gotta understand the mechanics or you're dying. So that's what they're gonna rob Baldur. I feel like that might be it. I feel like this category might be how they rob it. I wouldn't even know how to quantify that either. Outstanding creative vision and innovation in game directing and design. So which one is incredible, I guess, visual storytelling and literal storytelling? Is that what you're telling me? Because it's still Baldur's Gate. I mean, you can't really stop there. I was like asking what esports team had the best coach. I was like, come on, don't know. They ain't playing. True. Very true. Which is funny because there's even like an esports category. There always is. They are all sequels. I know they are all sequels. Well, I think Mario. Okay, I guess it is under Super Mario Bros. So it's technically a sequel, right? But yeah, they are all sequels. But the only thing we can give credit for is Baldur's Gate 3 is probably the most distinctly different from its past predecessors. right? Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is absolutely the monster standing above all of these. Like, I do believe that, in my opinion, Spider-Man and Tears of the Kingdom should not be on here. Because they are just sequels within the same map. You have the same towers. You just, this one you have magical glue, and this one you have 2 Spider-Mans. Or something, right? It's the same New York. It's the same, you know, like, it's hard to talk on it because I don't know much about these two, but the only thing I can give credit for is that you can't really have 2 different New Yorks, right? New York is New York, so that's the only thing they got going for them. Spider-Man 2 isn't even the best Spider-Man 2. What a joke. True! We stand by Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 as the best one. Game of the Year, official runner-up. That's kind of what it feels like, Redacted, is runner-up to Game of the Year, which would be funny if it was still Baldur's Gates. Like, they just took 2 spots. Where's Hogwarts? Did that come out this year? I kind of forgot about it. I kind of forgot about Hogwarts Legacy. Then that bullet was gonna pull Lord of the Rings Return of the King and sweep the award show. I 100% will think something is rigged if all the categories that Baldur's Gate 3 is nominated in and they don't win them. I do feel like it's lying. Spider-Man 2 is the same with the replace side quests and stuff. It's the same sequel as they would. It's the same sequel. Okay, there you go. You would know, Ezekiel. You know your Spider-Man. And as you can see, it's not talking. Yeah, it's I guess if you forget about it that fast, it's hard to keep it on the list, right? And also, you can't forget, like, Alan Wake 2 definitely has recency bias. And I mean, Tears of the Kingdom came out what, like March or something, like shortly after. So at least it has that. But also, nobody's talking about this game anymore. So what else we got? Best narrative. This is something that bugged me when I saw it at first. There's DLC, downloadable content, not base game, a $30 DLC as a nominee. What are our thoughts on that? We have main game DLC. Yeah, nobody. That's true. Nobody's talking about Final Fantasy anymore either. Alright, truly believe God of War Ragnarok deserves so many awards for being such an incredible story. Man, the hard part of last year is that I haven't played any God of War games, so I can't even talk on those. They do have different stuff in the game, though. They can have different stuff in the game, but it's just like kind of how Ezekiel said it. It seems safe, right? You can have different stuff, but if you make a sequel where the baseline is already there, it feels like it cannot hold up to something like Baldur's Gate 3 and even Alan Wake, because at the very least, Alan Wake was probably still made from scratch. Like, the gap between games was so long. Whereas, like I said, they had the foundations already for Spider-Man and Legend of Zelda. Yeah, Shrimp, I agree. I don't feel like, as, like, I've heard that DLC for Cyberpunk is incredible. Like, really, really good. And people are standing by, like, all the changes they've made that the CG Product Red has put into Cyberpunk and this DLC. If it all came out, like, within this year, it should have won, like, Game of the Year or awards or stuff. That's what people keep telling me. But because it's too little too late, it does not, it doesn't belong. As well as, like I said, this is DLC, right? It shouldn't be there. It was DLC that saved the game. See, there you go. The OG map also been revamped a lot, and they introduced a lot of new mechanics. That's fair, but again, I think you're missing the point of it being... The reason why so many sequels get made is because it's easier than making a new game. That's all it is. And when it comes to being, like, best direction or creativity or whatever you want to put into it, it's usually going to be something that's more organic, right? Get around to play the God of War games. I know you'll love Kratos for all the anger and murder in the first game, just being an incredible written character 2018. I mean, I have the game. I have the first one. Mossy gifted me the first one, and then I actually do have the second one. It came with my PS5, so if that's something we want to play, I definitely can. Exactly, Shrimp. Exactly. I agree with you. Because I love Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk, the genre, is the only futuristic thing I actually like. Because generally I prefer fantasy. For my video games and what I like indulging in. Futuristic stuff's a little bit hard for me to get into, especially if it's like space. I really don't like space stuff. So, but Cyberpunk seems a lot more appealing with the aesthetic and whatnot. A lot cooler. Which is why I really want to play games like Shadowrun or something, because it's fantasy cyberpunk, right? I need to get around to playing those games. It does not look good for the base game. Exactly, Nightmare. Still think you should play the OG since the gameplay is a bit different. I do, Nami. I think it's a factor of just getting them. I think I got 2 and 3 or something like that, or 3. I think it might just be 3. Excuse me, of the original God of War. Through digital, it was available on PlayStation Network or whatever, PlayStation Store. But I have to figure out how to get at least the first one, because it was not available. So I have to find that. I'm doing great, Inochi. Excellent to see you. When I played Cyberpunk pre-update, it was still janky, but story-wise, it was pretty good. I think a lot of people got one of those really bad endings. Ooh, I wonder how many endings are even in Cyberpunk. I don't think Legend deserves Game of the Year, but I think people tried to downplay it by comparing to Spider-Man 2 by saying it's just a sequel and doesn't add much new things. Like I said, I cannot make an opinion that is worthwhile, I'd say, or should have merit at all on the conversation, really, because I haven't played them. This is just from outside me reading like reviews and stuff. Because especially when new games come out, I try to see if I want to play them. And I like to play it safe, because like I said, a little bit of a rough spot right now, so I have to actually make sure I want to play them, and I'm not wasting really money. So I read a lot of reviews, and it, like, despite how much fun you could have in those games, it did not seem like it was worth it to me, or could stand up as what, like, to these things that are being put before me. But again, I haven't played them. I still need to play it, but Tears of the Kingdom still looks like a really good freaking time. Oh, I agree. I still want to play Breath of the Wild, and I still want to play Tears of the Kingdom. Not sure if it had the best narrative. I think it was a beautiful game, but I'm gonna be honest. The story was kind of boring. I cared more about the gameplay than I did the story, and I admit I got kind of bored. I still haven't found my connect. No! I need it! I will give you the 25 bucks. That's true. It had Sid, and that's what matters. Okay, best art direction is interesting, because this is a category that does not have Baldur's Gate in it, which is weird. But also, I haven't played Lies of P either. I do feel like out of all of these, if you were to just show me like the game trailer and be like, which one do you think has the best art direction? I would just be like, oh, Hi-Fi Rush, right? I have not played any of these games. So if I was to just try to visually, this is just, because this is about creative and technical achievement, right? This is about art design and how the game looks. Just if I will watch a trailer, see how combat looks, the spells look, or you know, your flashlight combat, whatever, your cutscenes. My brain is standing on these two. But because Hi-Fi Rush is so visually nice and cartoony, I lean so hard on it. I prefer these art styles always. Realism is cool and all, but dang, give me more of that. So I am definitely very, very biased to something like this. this is just like a game that I still want to play, but it's a game that I want to play on my own because it has copyrighted music and I can't really play it on stream. And I want to play it as it's intended with its music, and I feel like that sucks because YouTube sucks. Never played Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, I haven't played any of these games up here. I still need to play Hi-Fi Rush, but you should play Hi-Fi Rush. Like I said, I am willing to stream it in its full integrity if you guys are okay with the VODs getting exploded. Not Mario, but base. David. Hi, David, by the way. If you guys are okay with me, when the stream's done, I will probably have to mute the sections that have the music in it. So if you guys are okay with that happening to the VOD, then I'm down to stream it full through, but if not, then I'll play it by myself. I could put Liza P, but I do know people do like how it looks cool, but I don't like it that much. I think it's because people are leaning very hard on the gothic European aesthetic that it is, right? Because it reminds them of Bloodborne. And I think that's the main thing, but I think it's just it had the most visually appealing combat, like effects and movement and stuff. I based on the trailers, because I haven't played the game. It's just me watching the curated video created for you to play the game. It seemed a lot more appealing than the other games. I don't think I've watched a VOD of yours in a long time. That's fair. Hi-Fi Rush is your game of the year? I've been kind of surprised about how many people have said that. You're not the only one. Also, I just realized I don't have any music on. I just realized my music hasn't been playing. Hold up. Hold up. Where is it? Where's my music? Where'd my music go? Bruh! Hold up. Hold up. There you go. I fixed it. Okay, that should be good. I'm pretty sure Liza P was made because Sony won't put Bloodborne on PC. They absolutely capitalized on that market, too. In Best Fighting Game, which is your winner? I will let you know when we get there, but it's Street Fighter 6. I am sad that whatever award earlier this, a couple months ago made it Mortal Kombat, which is very stupid. I forget who even the other nominees are, but it's definitely Street Fighter 6. They're the ones with the most accessible, universal things that you could do with whatever. You got story content, you got lobbies, you got ranked mode, you got all the needed functionality and more in your game. Like, you even have like those strange, or whatever they call the battles where it has like modifiers on it and stuff. Like they put like game modes in it and whatever. Like, they gave you so much more in Street Fighter 6. For what I understand, Hi-Fi Rush, almost everything moves to the beat with some impressive art direction. Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to play it. That's why I want to play it. I love when, like, that kind of things are put in. That's why it makes things hype. And that's why I like Killer Instinct so much. And why it's, like, my, it's tied probably for first or second favorite fighting game of all time. Because your combos hit to the beat. It's so cool. I love that kind of stuff. Alright, let's see the next one. People gave up Bloodborne sequel, so they just want 60 FPS patch for the PS5 since all the thing. Oh, if only. I don't know what's holding, like, the chokehold for them to do anything with Bloodborne. Mortal Kombat 1 is okay. Mortal Kombat is probably my biggest disappointment of this year, and I'm very sad about it. I've decided to put it down for a little bit and see what happens, because I am fully sad and disappointed about the direction Mortal Kombat is in right now. So it plays like Metal Hellsinger then? Which game are you talking about? Hi-Fi Rush? What do you think about the new patch? I haven't played the new patch yet, David! I need to, though. Yeah, I know Killer Instinct just got that new patch. I do definitely need to play it. Saw earlier, but Hi-Fi Rush does have a streamer mode, so you can play it on stream. Butler, I do know that, but it turns, it puts on, what was it? It either turns off the music or it puts on like stock free version music. That's like okay. I want the original and intended purpose. That's true, Ezekiel. That's one thing we can handshake Mortal Kombat with is thanks for popping me off. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush. Good question. I don't know. Well, tier sound. Oh yeah, we're on music now. Baldur's Gate has some incredible tracks in it. I've listened to the whole thing. It only has like 3 that I think stick out. Like the album, the soundtrack for Baldur's Gate is like a flat line and then like a huge spike. And then a flat line, then a huge spike, and then a flat line, then a huge spike. It's not a even memorable album. It's basically, I remember like 4 songs of it, and then the rest of it I just kind of forget, right? Final Fantasy, very memorable music, but you can't really actively listen to it because it's Sony and they don't put up their music until it's like a year after the game came out. So we're still waiting for you to even be able to buy and listen to their music. So I can't even really stand by being able to tell you what song I liked because I don't know. I forgot Zelda had music. And Alan Wake, I didn't play the game. And Hi-Fi Rush, I also haven't played the game. They made Eagle a true zone. I'm gonna have to see. I haven't even read the patch notes yet, David. You're not a fan of MK this time? I love Leon. I love the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1, but I hate everything else in that game, which is why I'm waiting to see what they do. Cause like I said, I'm disappointed. No, I agree. MK is disappointing, but it's okay in terms of some of its story. But also, I want to play Street Fighter 6. Nezuko, I agree. Story was fun and engaging, and I liked it a lot. Gameplay itself is very, very good, very, very fun, broken at times. But everything else, it doesn't, like, it has nothing to compete with. Like, it's so bad. Its monetization, its quality of life, it has no good lobbies, it had no Wi-Fi indicator, it had, for some reason, they made ranked mode 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 5 in their latest patch. When you die in 2 combos in that game. I don't know what they're doing with Mortal Kombat, but it's absolutely driving me nuts. At least Sony posts their songs because Nintendo. That's true. Nintendo says you will never listen to our music ever, whereas Sony does at the very least post their music. This is the only category Alan Wake 2 could deserve. If it is Nakama, then maybe when I'm done streaming, I'll try to see if I can find the soundtrack, because this is the only. This one and Hi-Fi Rush are the ones I haven't really heard much music from, so I'm gonna have to sit down and listen. But when your game is based around music, I would also say that it might end up being an easy win for Hi-Fi Rush. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I have not watched the new trailer for Quan Chi. I play Saber Wolf, David. Yeah, the end half of MK story was a bit oof. Okay, one should how awful. It also does feel really bad to play. You're not wrong. It does have stuttering and stuff. It's not optimized at all on PC. Dead or Alive usually had a few $100 worth of DLC outfits. Yeah. The funny thing is everybody's making memes about it because the new outfits just came out for Street Fighter 6 and it's $10 for an outfit, which is the exact same as Mortal Kombat. So they're both are very, very ugly looking. You know, they're falling into the mud here with that monetization because they don't even make it so you could just buy the costume. you have to buy your V-Bucks before you can buy it, and you have to pay extra because they don't make it so you can buy the V-Bucks that equal the costume. So normally I think the costumes are like $6, but because they don't have the ability to just buy that amount of like their V-Bucks within Street Fighter, and I think also Mortal Kombat, you are forced to spend more money, right? So even though it says that the costume's like $6, you're actually spending $10 if you want to go and buy it. You got Bless. No changes Saberway in this patch, where the top tiers got nerfed to the ground. Ooh! I'm gonna have to really look at these patch notes. Multiverse can really flatten the stakes of any given story, sadly. I do agree with that. The release of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Pokemon posted the entire video of Diamond Pearl soundtrack. It included the sound effects like Pokemon. Oh, they did? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Hi, Reptile! Yes, I am alive. Do not worry. It's excellent to see you, Reptile. But yeah, I need to take a listen to Alan Wake and Hi-Fi Rush. I definitely need to take a listen to their music. Oh, here we go. See, here's Dead Space. It's in one of them. Saying we get 4 Leon, I wish it worked like that. Thank you, Nightmare. Glacius got hit with the nerf stick. Really? Yeah, I'm really gonna have to look at these patch notes. I got 2 weeks left, so I gotta grind a bit more. 2 weeks left of school. Can I skip neutral with Wrecking Ball now? The made his boots safe in his throat. Unsafe, and his throat has less damage. Whoa! Rash got torn apart, man. That's crazy. Alan is in all of these for no reason other than somebody really liked it, probably, and recency bias, like I said. Audio's design, though, I mean, Justin, if it's the first Dead Space that I played, in Dead Space 2. Audio design in Dead Space for me, in the old ones that I played, are incredible. So good. There's like distinct feelings that its audio design can give you in those games. So I know whenever I hope that same feeling is in Dead Space 1. Dead Space has it easy. Resident Evil is pretty good, but I feel like it still had some... Sound design was okay, but I feel like it was lacking in the, what would the word be? Directional audio, maybe? I felt like there was definitely a weakness when it came to, maybe, like, footstep noises and stuff in Resident Evil 4, where you could, like, hear where there were zombies and stuff if they were quiet, but it was mostly still pretty good. But I feel like if Dead Space is anything like the first two, and the first two are old, right? They're, like, 11 years old or whatever. If it's anything like those, and then they just improved it, it probably will beat all of them. Good luck on your homework, Lucy! Dead Space was a cool thing where his voice changed in a conversation based on the HP. Really? I forgot he talked. That's right. I forgot they added that he talked. It is, and it's better. I do want to play the Dead Space remake really bad. But I'm holding off. I'm holding off. Because we recently just beat 2. So we gotta make the whole cycle. Nice dipping in again, but I gotta bounce. I'll try to... No worries, Reptile. Take care of yourself first, always. You know, we're cheering for you. You get that bread, and whenever you're around, whenever you come back, you know we're always there for you. So, good luck, and I appreciate you very much. Hang in there. Don't stop that grind. You keep going. From what I learned vicariously through you, I would say Dead Space 2. Yeah, it's just like... That's like the whole game, right? Of Dead Space is the audio design, almost. I feel like the game would not be scary at all, unless you're uncomfortable with body horror, basically, if the sound wasn't there. If they don't have good sound, I feel like the game just is gone. So yeah, he talked like he did in 2. Okay, fair. Okay. Yeah, he talked in 2. Like I said, I really like 2. I like 2 better than 1. Yeah, he only went ugh in 1. Yeah, I feel like the safest bet for audio design is always going to be a horror game. Bye, Anon. Be safe out there. Best Performance Award for voice acting, motion, or performance capture. Okay. I forgot that game came out this year. See, there he is. There's Sasuke. I'm right in front of him. Sasuke! If it's not Neil, I know. Where is Sid? He's so... Sid needs to be up here. He was so good. I thought he was more memorable than Ben, but Ben was very good. Ben was definitely very, very good. But yeah, if it's not Neil, I think everything's rigged. That's all I can really say. Ben did a great job. I think he's probably second place. I forgot this game came out. Yuri is like always a solid quality pick, but I feel like just because of the game he was in is probably like not as good as he could have been. Because if you listen to like him talking in the trailers, right? Because we even watched when Spider-Man 2 or whatever got announced a while ago. When you heard him talking when he was being a bad guy and he had the symbiote suit, he just said kind of like he needed a Snickers bar or something. He wasn't the greatest. That's true. Idris Elba, we do have a bias because he's also Knuckles. Yeah, that's true. He is Knuckles. He is Knuckles. Anything interesting? No, we're just still talking about the Game Awards. Says no one played it. For all we know, the Jedi Man could deserve it. That's true. I don't think anybody really played the Jedi game. He could have. As Ninja Guy, as Brie and Ninja Guy as Ninja Guy. Yeah, put me up there. I deserve an award. But yeah, I feel like Yuri is always like a safe pick because he's just always like a good quality voice actor. But I feel like he wasn't the best in Spider-Man. Because you can listen to him in the trailers and stuff, and he just sounds a little off. I know he's trying to be, like, a little deeper and angry because he has the symbiote suit. And he's like, I'm the hero. This is about me. But it just sounds like, sounds a little silly. I don't like it very much. I didn't like the direction on it. But these two, I have not heard them. I have not heard their voice acting prowess, so I cannot speak anything on them, really. Kind of gave up near the end. Oh, that doesn't speak well for it. Do you need a Snickers bar? No. I do not like Snickers. You can have one on me, though. Neil is a Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. He's Vampire Boy. Hi, Garrett. He wasn't as good as he was in Spider-Man 1. Yeah, that's kind of what came off for me, Black Lightning, is that it seems like a lower performance. Which kind of sucks, because Yuri generally is a very, very good voice actor, but I feel like the direction wasn't very good. I read the name and still misspelled. That's fine. It's a pompous fantasy name. I think you're okay, Nami. But yeah, I wish I could speak on these two, but I can't. Also, I like that it's... Oh, wait, no, she is the main character. Alan Wake's not the main character, right? In Alan Wake 2? Isn't she the main character? I looked at IMDb. I was like, it's funny that Alan Wake isn't even here. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I think they changed the main characters in the game, right? He's the... Deuteragonist? Did I say that right? I'm giving this to Elba, then I think Neil did the worst of them. Really? You are one of the few out there who agree on that. You are one of the few who would agree on that. Who would think that. My English is bad. co-protagonist. Okay, so it's 2. I think you're swapping 2. Oh, okay. But I hate the dialogue she was given. Oh no. I feel like I'm gonna open. Hold on. I'm just gonna listen to them. I need to know. I need to know what she sounds like. Alan Wake 2. What's the character's name? I'm just gonna put trailer. I'm just gonna put trailer. All right, I'm gonna mute my stream, my main audio, so that nobody gets mad at me. Launch trailer. Let's listen. Let me listen to this. Oh, you want to hear it with me? Okay, yeah. Sony, you can suck my big toe. All right, let's listen.
The killer left the heart next to the body. This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A page of text written with a typewriter. Someone's been watching us.
What?
How do you run from an idea? From a story
Ah!
that lives in your head?
He's screaming. Is it the same voice actor for Alan as the first one?
This nightmare.
Oh, copyright song. Probably.
Story will change reality around us.
E-ooh. 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 No, something you don't listen. E-ooh.
Into the story.
What's a heart?
I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Show me that terror.
Copyright music. Gameplay, I don't care. I don't care. Well, she sounded okay. Nothing, like, extraordinary. She just sounded alright. She just sounded like a person. I didn't feel like, you know, anything extraordinary. But we didn't really get a chance to the trailer doesn't really give you anything to, like, hear her really perform. It's just kind of like, hear her sound. So, yeah, Audio Jungle. Oh yeah, who's the other guy? What's going on? Barada, we're talking about the Game Awards and being opinionated on the internet. That's what we're doing. Who's this other guy? Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Cut. We'll just first cutscene. Let's listen to it. All cutscenes 4K. When does he start talking? He's not talking yet. He's not talking yet. You gonna talk yet?
And some friends. What about you, new guy? You in this for the credits?
Credits never hurt.
He's so ginger! I'm sorry. His character's really ginger.
I have a daughter. Got it. I don't get to see her as often as I'd like.
I don't care about your daughter. I'm sorry. I gotta hear what this guy sounds like. I don't care.
Access to your terminal. I can't.
And I know I am ginger. He's like a super ginger.
Unlock it. We're all friends here. I can trust you.
I give up. It's like alright. It's kind of hard when it's the character you don't get to see really like the facial expressions and stuff of. Those cutscenes, because they were all trying to make it so it was mostly focusing on the side characters because you're playing as the character. It didn't really have like camera angles as I was skipping through it where we could actually see like how if the voice matched like the emotion of the character and stuff. It probably does in later cutscenes, but I don't want to put in that effort. Yeah, the legendary Super Ginger! He knows how to go even further beyond! Ah! He can walk in the sun! Incredible! Do you like the sentence but rewritten as a sentence? If written along. Yeah, funny. Innovation in accessibility. Street Fighter. Street Fighter. What did Diablo do? They came out and they didn't even have colorblind modes. What did Diablo do? I don't believe in racing games. I don't know what they did in here. I don't know what they did in these games. But yeah, it's probably Street Fighter. I don't know what you guys want from me, but it's probably Street Fighter. Got nothing for this one. Mortal Kombat deserves to not be up here. At all. Like, it shouldn't be nominated for anything. Not even best fighting game. It's one of the top 3 main fighting game trio. Doesn't deserve to be in that category. I don't know why it's here. I don't know why Diablo's here. And I can't say about these 3. But Street Fighter 6 absolutely deserves it. They got people who cannot do motion inputs get really good. True, but it's also like the way that you can just customize the controls and stuff is just good. Revolutionary. Well, I mean, like, if it says innovation accessibility, and one of the main things for accessibility that people expect is not there, it's kind of a bad look, right? I don't know what else they did, like what they could have added, but it's a bit saddening. The only thing I can say for Blizzard is them as a whole are trying to be more accessible because of, I know what they're doing in World of Warcraft, but I know they're different teams, so I can't really speak on Diablo, but I can speak on World of Warcraft, and they're adding a lot more accessibility things. But I don't even think Diablo launched with very many. Hi, Go Tanks! Power sheets, so they instant win every category. Rashida! Games having subtitles is forward thinking. I must be back in your day, because I was around for that. But yeah, I don't Mortal Kombat doesn't deserve to be here. I don't think Diablo deserves to be here. I don't know anything about these games though, so I can't speak on like their control options and stuff and their modes and accessibility. I can't speak on those for these. Games for Impact. I didn't play any of these, but I can say I think this is the one I've heard the soundtrack of, and I liked it. I don't know anything about any of the rest of these. This art style looks like the Xbox Live character creator for my 360. That's the art style vibe I get from this. But I think listened to this one soundtrack and I liked it. I don't know anything about these games. Yeah, MK does not deserve to be up there at all. Lack of inaccessibility. Redacted. I only recognize 3 of these. I recognize 2. So yeah, kind of sucks that these don't even have enough publicity so that I even recognize them. Or watching the pay-to-win game of the year. We'll watch the game awards, but we're more interested in the game releases. But I want to hear people's opinions on what's been put in here, basically. I want to listen to what you guys think. Snoot's Game ripoff is on the list. Snoot's Game? What? Which one is that one? What's Snoot's Game? Game Awards a track. Oh, 100%. Only recognize Goodbye Volcano. Hi, because someone made a whole nother game making fun of it. Oh, that's kind of sad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can't really speak on this. I think this is the one I listened to the soundtrack to, and it was like, alright, but the rest of them, I don't recognize them at all. This one looks pretty from just the one image. Best ongoing. No. Maybe. Yes. I don't like Fortnite, but yes and no. I think it's between these two. I love Apex Legends. And I hate that it's here. These real nominations are paid to list the game award. I don't know. I don't know the background. I don't really care. I'm here to have opinions on the internet. Yeah, I feel like Cyberpunk's in the wrong category. This came out and was actually impactful and having to deal with yeah, Celeste is such a big game that I wasn't even paying really attention to video games when it came out still, and like the expanding like indie world, and I still heard of it. Yeah, we could have had Titanfall 3, but instead they decided to keep working on Apex Legends. Yeah, Skyrim technically. They just keep remaking more. And for the sounds of it, it's making really big moves. Fortnite is a game where I wish if it had movement like Apex, I would probably not touch Apex. But because Apex has Apex movement and Fortnite is Fortnite, I prefer Apex. But if Fortnite ever made it so that I could slide jump, I would probably be playing Fortnite. But solo no build mode is rough. You really have to have cover and go from like tree to tree, or you don't have any hope. You die faster than you do in, you have a very long time for to kill in Apex, whereas Fortnite I feel like you don't. And no build mode when you die in a pump from a shotgun is a bit rough in no build mode. Also, I don't like building, so I would play no build mode. But yeah, it's definitely Final Fantasy or Fortnite that deserve that award. I assume Fortnite's probably gonna win, but Final Fantasy is definitely high up there in deserving it. Yeah, best ongoing patch release and $30 DLC. Apex Legends best destroying of servers and releasing $15 skins, reskins, recolors. Yeah, play that game. Making one of my favorite character designs in a long time of Revenant look like a toilet bowl. Yeah, I love it. Why did they do that to him? Revenant's new design's so bad. I hate it. Yeah. Oh, don't forget about your $500 skins with your heirlooms and I don't even remember what the skins are called, but the skins that upgrade. I'm so mad at Fortnite. Fortnite Apex Legends. Wow. I'm not even mad at Fortnite. What I saw wasn't a meme. Gonzo the Muppet presented the Game Awards. The what? A puppet's presenting the Game Awards this year? But yeah, I feel like, at the very least, Apex and Genshin are too, monetarily greedy for me to want to support, and I think they deserve to be up here. Fortnite's pretty bad, but I feel like you get 10 times more than you get out of these two games. Especially. And the Cyberpunk was just they just had a DLC. If they are counting a terrible release and upgrading the game through patches and then having $30 DLC as best ongoing, then they need to put Baldur's Gate in here, because Baldur's Gate just did like a 30 megabyte patch. Switch this out with Baldur's Gate. They're doing the same thing, but for free. Guess it feels like reading a Bible with 2 minutes of gameplay in between. That sounds boring. 14 has improved a lot over time, but I don't play with others, so I can't speak comparatively. For me and my MMO history, for Shadowbringers, I played for raiding and I played endgame content, but I don't like it as much as World of Warcraft. So I stopped because I got bored. But I do think it is an incredible story, and their patches are very heavy in story, in the factor that the base game, once you beat it, there's still months and months and months of progressive storytelling within the game. So if you are just playing the game, this Final Fantasy is unique for MMO, I think, for how big it is and how retentive it is for players who just focus on the solo content. And I think that is like the biggest win it has within the MMO space, is just, it literally has everything for everyone. If you want to roleplay, it has it. If you want to be a crafter, it has it. If you want to raid, it has it. If you want to do dungeons, it has it. If you want to just spend $15 to play for a month and play through the story. It has it, and it's worth that $15. Like, Final Fantasy XIV is a really good game. The only critique I will ever have on Final Fantasy XIV is its new player accessibility is really bad. And I really hope eventually they go back and they make it easier for a new player or a returning player to get back into the game. Because right now, it is bad. It is really bad for new players. It's not because it requires anything of new player. It's not like it's hard or difficult or you can't understand. It's just kind of hard to understand things. And it doesn't have a very good tutorial. And it's just kind of confusing. Like, when I first started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I didn't understand how jobs work. I didn't understand that. I was like, oh, wait, why am I picking a, you know, what is it called again? Like a marauder to be a warrior or whatever it was. I don't remember the name of things. All I did was I played a scholar for raiding, and then I played a machinist for my solo contest. So I don't even know what the other stuff are. But because I didn't play them very much. But yeah, it really needs some improvement in the early game and teaching people, but I still think it's an incredible game. That was my tangent for Final Fantasy XIV. It completely destroyed your character's build, and you have to start over with a new skill tree, and everything you had equipped no longer has stats, and they broke the driving mechanics? Wait. Driving mechanics? Of what? What did I miss? Of Apex? Like the cars? Apparently they paid off a bunch of Destiny support team before this. Wait, who? Cyberpunk? Oh, Destiny 2. Oh, we're talking about this. Sorry, I was still on a tangent about Final Fantasy. I'm catching up on my I'm coming back. Anyway, Destiny 2's garbage. I don't know about No Man's Sky. Final Fantasy's still very good. I don't know about community support though. I don't know about that one. It feels like the community supports itself in Final Fantasy more than Square Enix or the team behind it. But I will say I do stand by very admirable as they have like every month live streams for Final Fantasy where they say what they're working on and roadmaps and what to expect and stuff. So they are still very much above the rest. Baldur's Gate though kind of makes everybody get look washed. Destiny 2 is just awful, though. Very, very bad. I don't know why it's there. Seeing them here was pretty fun. It's kind of embarrassing that it's up there. They completely broke Cyberpunk. I can't even commit to finishing the game now. Oh, you mean Cyberpunk they broke? Oh, I see. Well, that's kind of sad. I know close to nothing and only hear bad things about Destiny 2. Yeah, Destiny 2's not good. I imagine any MMO would have decent community support. You'd be surprised. It's only in the uprising, I think, of the last 2-3 years because of the influence of Final Fantasy. And I think maybe even like Guild Wars have other MMOs been kind of taking notice from them. No Man's Sky? You're saying No Man's Sky? I can't play the game because it's space, and if I play it, I'm probably gonna throw up. I played about 45 minutes of the game, and I got on a spaceship or something, and I immediately wanted to close the game. It has some of the worst tummy killing gameplay I've ever seen. It makes me very, very sick to play No Man's Sky. Stomach churning. Yeah, stomach churning. My stomach wummy. But yeah, again, between these two, I feel like if you mess up, you shouldn't be on here. So I don't know why these three are here. They already had their chance, you know, and kind of messed up. So I don't know why they're here. Independent game. Oh, this is... Oh, I lied about the other game. This is the one I listened to the soundtrack of. This one. Sea of Stars. I don't know a single thing about the game. I recognize it now because the other cover art had similar colors. This is the game I listened to the soundtrack of. This one has a very, very good soundtrack. I've seen some gameplay of Dredge. Not really a game for me. Looks kind of boring. Interesting if I had like a recap video or something where it told me what happened, but watching somebody play it's kind of boring. You really have to enjoy fishing games because that's what the game is. I don't know about these three though. I don't know anything about these three. I don't know these games. I've heard of these three. I've heard of Dredge and Dave the Diver. I have not heard of these two. Kind of like Chrono Trigger? Oh. Haven't played it due to the lack of time. Well, I stand by having a really, really good soundtrack. It's good enough that it popped up in my, you know, Spotify makes like a weekly playlist, right? That has like random generated music from what you listen to, just trying to get you to listen to new music, you know, Discover Weekly or whatever. I found this game's soundtrack because it was in my Discover Weekly, and I listened to the first song in the game, and I was like, wow, this is really good, and I popped up with the soundtrack. I'm like, wow, this is really good. Very memorable soundtrack. Backpack Hero. Oh yeah, Backpack Hero should be up here. I like Backpack Hero. I only played the demo of it. I really need to play the official release. Cocoon is not sure to be. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what these are. Yeah, Dave the Diver I think is the one I've heard most people talk about. But I feel like also I heard most people talk about it because their parent company, Mint Rocket here, I think somebody said that they're owned by Tencent. So they're saying, is it really independent when you're owned by the biggest Chinese gaming company out there? So people are a little, are talking about that for this one. It has a little story to give you progression system. Cute. Yes, the fighting music for Sea Stars is always a joy. I feel like I need to go back and listen to it again. I only listened to it like twice. Thought it was Nexon. Oh, is it Nexon? Oh, I thought it was Tencent. Or is it Nexon in Korea owned by Tencent in China? I have no idea. I have no idea. It was some big kind of scummy bigger, larger corporation that owned him. It's Nexon? Okay. Nexon still is concerning, though. Because they're the ones that did, like, MapleStory and stuff, and they took down, what was that one game? It's a battle royale where you go into a dungeon, and there's, like, a rogue, or, like, an archer, a rogue. What is it called again? I forget what it's called. But anyway, I think it was Nexon who took them down. And they had to do all their beta and testing and stuff through private downloads through the Discord. Only like 5 hours long, but it's such a cool looking old school 3D platformer. Yeah, Nexon's the one who destroys people's souls in their MMOs. Man, my nose. Ugh, I still gotta get over some of these sicknesses. Okay, I think I heard a lot about Pizza Tower. Between all of these, Pizza Tower was very, very out there for how much people love this game. I can even say, when I sometimes look at the Discord, I saw a couple of you even playing it. So, I don't think I've ever seen any of you playing these guys, but I definitely saw some people playing Pizza Tower. So I think Pizza Tower is going to win this one here. David the Diver is a good game, but the problem, more due to Mint Rocket than Nexon, is it's a Ubisoft EA publisher type of deal. Matt, I can't say. I sadly did not do the research. If I did do the research, I would be more saying of my opinion and stuff, but I sadly can't. All I know is that it was backed, their parent company, or they're owned by a bigger parent company. and it's one of the larger, sketchy ones. I don't know what you're talking about, Nami. What? Well, honestly, yeah, Pizza Tower definitely, though I haven't played it. The only thing I will say that's a bad look on Pizza Tower is they got bought out by somebody. And because they got bought out by somebody, they then had their music copyrighted. So once they got bought and their music got owned, they started, the whoever bought them or whatever, started taking down videos and copyright claiming because they own it now and they got rid of everybody using the music and stuff. So that was pretty bad. I do remember that happening. For the game and game suggestions. Oh, I will take a look. Oh, it's a Metroidvania kind of game? Huh. Yeah, that's why Pizza Tower kind of disappeared, is because, ow. I kind of got strangled. Which is sad. I mean, I understand the publishers, or the developers wanting to, get a bigger backing and be able to make more things and have that kind of support, but it does kind of suck when the greedy hands of larger corporations dig their claws in and they just reap everything out. But yeah, can't speak on these other 3 games because I have not seen anything about them. Best mobile game. I haven't played any of those, so I'm gonna say Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Just because it's a real game. It's a real game. Yeah, that's all I could say. Niantic made Monster Hunter now? For those who don't know, Niantic made Pokemon Go. I didn't know they made a Monster Hunter game. But yeah, I'm sticking with Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty deserves everything. It is one of the most biggest profit-growing IPs out there with Sanrio, but, you know, I'm a sucker for good old Hello Kitty. Especially, oh, look, Gresuko is right there, too. Choco Cat. Melody. But they don't have Kuromi. But yeah, I love Hello Kitty. Evercrush should be a meme. I tried it when it came out because I play Final Fantasy Gacha kind of blah. It's boring? Lame. Yeah, it's Gacha trash and then Hello Kitty. Is this one Gacha? Is Monster Hunter Gacha? I wouldn't be surprised, but all mobile games these days are basically Gacha. The one I play is Star Rail. It's a pretty game, but it's kind of meh, to be honest. Yeah. Which is funny because I think Honkai was the one I was told to try and I would like it, but I think I downloaded it and I played it for like 45 minutes and I wanted to put a toaster in the bathtub. Yeah, it was rough. Not good. Yeah, we stand Hello Kitty. We stand Hello Kitty. I don't know about the rest, but I've only seen the PC version of Terranil. I've never seen anything about it, so I can't. I have no idea. I didn't even know Monster Hunter had a mobile game. So that's neat. Yeah, I mean, Genshin won last year, right? Anything that's Hoyo is absolutely a monster because it's, you know, has so much backing of just your average consumer these days. Leon, I could not tell you. The way they did it in Monster Hunter now is that you can use premium currency to heal on healing items and doubling rewards after a fight. You can't just buy parts without fighting the monster. Okay. So, it's pay to win in the factor of you can speed up the grind. And that's it. Still bad look, but at least you still have to work for it a little bit. Alright, best VR. I want to know. All I know is Big Lady. Actually, when they, had the trailer for this, it looked really neat. But I don't have VR, so I can't tell. All I know is racing's... Get that out of here. Get that out of here. I don't care. I don't want to see people racing around in brands. Go away. I don't care. Did it finally launch in the US? Did it? I don't know. I just know that... Do I have my phone? Yeah, I'm going to pull out my phone right now. I'm going to see what it says about Hello Kitty Island Adventure. The only thing I know about Hello Kitty Island Adventure is it was a joke. It was a joke through South Park, and now it's real. So I have to investigate what it is. Hello Kitty. What? It's not here. Don't you dare tell me that it's not on Android. It might not be on Android. Okay, so that's a bit rough. It didn't pop up on the Play Store, so maybe some points minus from there. Hello Kitty. Didn't realize a South Park joke? Yeah, it's funny enough. It's from the South Park episode, I'm pretty sure, of World of Warcraft. They're making fun of who was playing it? It was like Butters, I think. And Butters like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And that's the joke. That's where the name originally comes from. Bigger budget for these good racing games. I know the brands and the billboards and you're driving around in Mercedes, but it's just like it makes my brain rot. The extra context makes it even more. Yeah. So if I remember the scene correctly from that episode of South Park, it's they're having a PvP open world fight in the hinterlands, I think. And people are dying, whatever, and Butters is like, I hate this. I'm gonna go play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It is very much a Butters thing. But best action game. Not Remnant. I forgot Dead Island came out. I didn't know Hi-Fi Rush was an action game. I thought it was oh, I'm kind of mixing up. My brain keeps mixing up, Cyberpunk or whatever it's called with Hi-Fi Rush for some reason. But I actually don't know what the gameplay looks like at Hi-Fi Rush because I've been wanting to play it. Armored Core looked like too much noise for me to enjoy, so I skipped it. But Ghost Runner, the first game was incredible. Haven't played the second one yet, but I just know what it's capable of, and I'm pretty sure it's probably great. Ghost Runner is like, it's a movement game. So because it's a movement game, I'm very much a bias towards it getting recognition. Looks pretty dang nice. Oh, it's a beautiful looking game, but it looks also noisy. I would have to try it, but it's a game that I don't want to play enough to invest in it. Because like I said, it's probably going to be a bit before I could buy new games. So I have to choose what I buy. Armor Core and Remnant. I do not think Remnant's going to win it all. I do not think it is up there in it being a full package. Because I watched the first a friend of mine picked it up, and I watched them play for about 3 hours. And I gotta say, it has some pretty fun looking combat, but all in all, it is not a great full package, I'd say. I think the only thing it has is the combat. Everything else is kind of bad. Yeah, Remnant didn't... Oh, no, Nami. I'm absolutely there with you. I love big fighting robots. It's just, like I said, futuristic stuff I don't really engage with a lot. Also, Armor Core is a FromSoft game, so it probably has a much larger standing against the rest of these. If you get the time to pick up a dev copy of Armor Core or 3, they're fun, though very different from 6. Are they old PlayStation? How old? Is it like PlayStation 3, or how far back do we go for Armor Core? Alright, let's move on here. What we got? Best Action Adventure. What? They go from Best Action to then Best Action Adventure. I thought this was a horror game. I thought this was a horror game. First and foremost. Well, I thought they were horror games first and foremost, not action-adventure games first and foremost. That kind of sucks. I guess the puzzle solving, yeah, that's there for Resident Evil. Yeah, I guess adventure is general. Yeah. Horror should have a category. Barada, I think you're the only person who played this game. With like the company of people we have here, I think you're the only one. It's not scary. Sorry, horrible thoughts entered my brain. It's technically a horrible blast. Oh yeah, it's not scary at all. It's not scary at all. Resident Evil 4 is not scary. It's technically a horror game, but it's not scary. I mean, Zelda's known for it, so you can stand by that. Oh, that's true, Gabali. You did say you played it. You want a Left 4 Dead 3? Valve's too busy. I don't think we're gonna begin a Left 4 Dead 3 anytime soon. Yeah, I did have a poor launch, didn't it? Yeah, for my choice, the only one I played is Resident Evil 4, so I can't really say too much, but... I mean... I feel like this category sucks. I just feel like this category sucks. It goes from action to action adventure. It's just stupid. Put them together. Since I got got mine for free, actually. I think Jedi Fallen Order was through the Amazon Gaming or whatever. So I have a couple. I have a copy of Fallen Order as well. Yeah, this category just kind of sucks. I'm gonna move on. I don't really care for any of these really being here. I love this game, and I don't really want to vote for it on anything. Best RPG. Can I, like, delete these? Can I just delete all of these? Why are you here? See, I told you Starfield was in here. I told you Starfield was in here. Why is it here? Why is it here? Told you they're in one. So I told you Starfield was in here. Midfield. I wouldn't even say it's mid. It's Badfield. Yeah, Baldur. I got bored with Final Fantasy, and that's kind of sad. I want to try it again eventually, but it was very boring. There's just so much for a role-playing game that you could do in Baldur's Gate. It is such peak role-playing. Because it's the dream, right? The open-endedness, the customizable character, the mute character that you play, so you can self-insert no matter who you play. A beautiful voice cast, choices. It's just builds. It's everything an RPG needs. The rest of these, they're as much as I like. Yeah, they have RPG elements. They're not like RPG. It's so hard because role-playing games have entered such a long time. Have entered the space of like being very on railsy and just being like, I can upgrade armor, and that's what makes it RPG. And it's very disheartening because when I think RPG, I think of dialogue, exploration, mixing and matching of items, consumables, your class being able to even multi-class and all these things that you could do with pen and paper, right? And modern RPGs are always just like, you upgrade armor and you play your story in a single linear way that we intended it to. And sure, that's still a role-playing game. You're playing through a story as a specific character or whatever, but for me, it's not what I want a role-playing game to be, and I feel like it's very disingenuous to the title of role-playing game. I feel like something like Final Fantasy, sure, role-playing, but I feel it's more of an action story game than a role-playing game, right? You guys there with me? Do you understand that? I don't know about these two. This is soulless, so it doesn't even deserve to be in the conversation. Yeah, it's Berserker, exactly. This is like the only true RPG on the list. Barely ever watched you play a Boulder, and I'd still pick it. Yeah, and we barely even scratched the surface for our playthrough. Elden Ring more? I'm not surprised. I've heard good things about it. Classic, so it would belong here. Kabutler, that is fair. That is fair. I think you're the one who said that it's very Chrono Trigger style, so definitely it would earn a place here. I feel like the Rails RPGs mostly come from JRPGs like OG Final Fantasy 1 and Dragon Quest. Yeah, that's fair. It's generally, yeah, I would agree it's generally more JRPG stuff, but even then it still has, even if it doesn't have the open-endedness, it still has at least a customizationable things, right? Within it, where it could be builds and items and things are impactful, events, your exploration's still impactful. Whereas if I were to say I went and played Final Fantasy again, within the hours that we played, the only thing I had was it was an action game. I came out of it wanting to learn to play its Devil May Cry action games and stuff. The story was neat and long. Cutscenes were very long, but it didn't have anything to really get me invested in who I was, because it felt like I was just some guy going through his story rather than a self-insert or a fleshed out character who was going on this impactful adventure where every little thing I did was important. Whereas Final Fantasy, I was running around in a small map, I killed a bunch of creatures, and I found like 3 items, and maybe one of them was better, and maybe one of them was a potion, and it didn't feel like I didn't get anything out of it, really. It was actually very disappointing. And the characters are really what carried it, and it kind of sucked. Actually, the biggest carry was the gameplay. The gameplay is very, very good in that game. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 should not be on here. It's not really a role-playing game. Starfield doesn't deserve to be on here just because it's bad. Sea of Stars is, like Butler said, is very classic JRPG. I'll look into it. I don't want to give it too much praise, but if it stands by, like, those roots, then it probably belongs to be here. East and West RPGs? I would not say it's the difference between East and West. I would say it's the difference between modern RPGs. Because East and West, they have their different styles, for sure. You know, you have your Final Fantasy, like your old Final Fantasy, like 7s, your Chrono Triggers, your Dragon Quests, but it still feels like the battles are impactful, the items you get are impactful, the relationships you build are impactful. You are exploring people and events and whatnot. Don't really get that out of much modern stuff these days. Like I said, Final Fantasy 16 was boring to me. That was kind of like the one with Chaos they did. Oh yeah, I have to kill Chaos. I have to kill Chaos. Oh man, did I share that video of somebody making fun of the chaos thing when it was announced? Oh man. I need to find it again. It's so funny. I quote it all the time. East and West anymore, since we still get things like God of War Ragnarok, which people would qualify as an RPG. Yeah, exactly. That's probably not even as funny as the actual cutscenes in the game. I want to play the game just because it looks like a meme. That's all. The only reason why I'd play Final Fantasy Origins or whatever it's called is because it looks like just a fun meme. But yeah, Mortal Kombat needs to be put in the trash. I have never heard of this. This looked interesting, but not enough for me to play it. So yeah, it's between Street Fighter and Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And the easy winner is Street Fighter, so it's my category. And I don't know, two of these games, one of them's bad, one of them is all right, and I'm actually I'm quite impressed with like the support and stuff that they give it. Very admirable. Don't really know much about the gameplay, but it does look impressive. It looks more intriguing than Smash to me in some of the mechanics, and the gameplay. But yeah, Street Fighter's just like an easy win in this category. Yeah, MK1, the only thing it has is the gameplay. Everything else when it comes to the game sucks. All-Star Brawl is on like its second or third DLC pack, right? Yeah, Street Fighter has DLC characters. Can we put it ongoing? Absolutely redacted. That seems to be their explanation for how it's going. Fighting it based on Fatal Fury series made in indie Brazilian. Fatal Fury? Oh, I'll have to take a look because I surprisingly have not heard of this one. This would have been interesting if it was Tekken, if Tekken came out, but Tekken's coming out early next year. But yeah, this is just the easiest win for Street Fighter. Yeah, God of Rock just sounded like it's too much for me. It looked interesting, but it looks, because of the mashup, I kind of got turned away from it. You do recommend Pocket Bravery? Okay, I'll take a chance with it, David. I will. My fighting game brethren. You say Pocket Bravery, I should take a chance. I will. Melty Blood came out last year, if I recall, right? Melty Blood. Or was it 2021? 2021, I lied. It's 2 years old. Who are you remaining All-Star Brawl? I do not own the game, so I cannot say, but I kinda... I would have to take a look at how everybody plays, but I do like Jenny as a character, and I like Danny as a character. I'm definitely leaning towards Garfield, though. I think I would definitely have to be the Lasagna Cat. Don't know what he does, but, you know, just like how Melty Blood I made Neko Arc, we gotta do what we gotta do. Best family game. Not that one, because it's just basically a ripoff. I have not seen anything about that. Why is this here? It's between these two, I think. Mario! Give me that Thornberry. Facts. Marcos, hello! Actually looks pretty nice. Out of all of these, I have not heard anybody talk about it being like this game. I haven't heard people say it's a like group family game. I've heard Mario though be a group family game where you sit down with siblings or significant other or whatever and you play Mario. Most people play Pikmin by themselves, so I don't know why that's really here. I guess it's just because it's rated E for everyone is why these are here. This one is a game that you can sit down and play with family, but I don't know about these two. I don't know why this is here. I've heard nothing but bad things about Sonic, this game. I love you too. I get Mario or Sonic? Yeah, I feel like Mario's probably got a big sweep here. Because this Party Animals is just gang beasts, but with animals. I will say, we watched the Disney game trailer, like announcement trailer, at the last Game Awards or whatever, and it did look cute. It looked nice, but it doesn't seem to be very impactful. Familia violence game. I mean, it's all murder. That's true. It is about pushing them off the cliff and stuff, so. But there's no blood, so that means it's rated E for everyone. But yeah, I think this is an easy Mario win. Sim and strategy. I don't know any of these. I don't know. I heard this came out with mixed reviews though. I don't know if people were not very happy about this one. So I don't know about that. I've heard good things about this one, if I recall. I don't know anything about that. Toothpaste people, and Pikmin. Have one if it ran above 5 FPS. Yeah, okay. So I did hear bad things about City Skylines. Please no Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem and Pikmin are both Nintendo IPs, so it's gonna be one of them. Absolutely. It's a big hit because you have waifus in it. And why you guys do know how strong waifus are, right? Oh yeah, and Advance Wars, 3 Nintendo games are here. Yeah, Fire Emblem's probably gonna win because of the waifus. But Advance Wars aside from the directs. I heard it was fun, but yeah, I didn't hear people really go raving and wild for it. More of these two did people go raving and wild for it. Sports, I do not care. I do not care because I'm going for Hot Wheels Unleashed. Because most of the time when they're a sports game, they are disgustingly monetized. And I don't really want to support that. Especially not a football game by EA. Yeah, I don't care. We're going for Hot Wheels. Woo! Zoom in! Anyway. Best multiplayer. That still belongs to Street Fighter. Category can be skipped right into the trash can. Very true. Yeah, no MMO did, it looks like. So, you know, here we are. Multiplayer and Baldur's Gate is really, really fun. But I feel like it's very slow and it doesn't have like the pickup in play. But it is very, very fun. My doggy's barking. But yeah, it's between Street Fighter and Baldur's Gate for me, but I think Street Fighter still wins for it being just a purely multiplayer, extensive multiplayer where it's like there's online and local random people or whatever. You can do that still with Baldur's Gate. You can join somebody's session if they just leave it open, but I don't know. I'm probably biased because it's fighting games, but yeah, the little bit of Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer I played, it can just be rough when it's more than one person because it's a lot of waiting. It's yeah. Bork bork. We respect Doggo's opinion. Doggy! Do you like Street Fighter? Puppy? Yeah, she likes Street Fighter, so she agrees. Never got into Diablo? I got to like level 23 in Diablo 4 because Mama Elska really, really likes isometric games. Path of Exile and Grim Dawn and all those other games. She loves all of them. She plays all of them. And so I bought Diablo to play with her. And I got bored at like level 23. It felt terrible. And Mama Elska got to endgame, and then I don't think she's touched it. She still is just playing, what is it called again? Like Beyond the Storm and Path of Exile. She gave up. So I respect her opinion the most, and if she's moved on from it and doesn't remember it very well, but she still remembers all my deep dives into Street Fighter, I feel like that is commendable, as well as she still recognizes some things from Baldur's Gate 3, because both me and Sister Elska have played it. So I feel like Mama Elska's opinion still you know, is probably the biggest thing we gotta pay attention to here. Accessibility in Nintendo games, multiplayers, though. That's true. Mario is probably up there in the factor that it's probably going to be up there with Baldur's Gate, I think. I think it's between, for what, like, being realistic in what will win, I think it's Baldur's Gate or Mario. But yeah, I feel like Mario's probably the most accessible one to play with multiplayer. But it's talking about multiplayer in general, as far as it can go. And I think in that retrospective of actually going through all the possibilities within the multiplayer aspect of the game is Baldur's Gate or Street Fighter in terms of quality and what you got. 2 is still better, Grimnon is still better, Poe is still better. Yeah, that's basically from what I understand. Alright, let's see what we got next. Best adaptation. No. No. Maybe. No. Maybe. I only learned you exist because I saw your DVDs on the shelf of a store. Didn't even know you came out. I just saw that you existed from the DVDs being on the shelf of, like, Walmart. No. The only thing you got going for you is Jack Black. No, you're bad. You're bad's too much. You're okay. We expected to be really, really bad, but it turned out to just be okay. But in terms of, like, actual quality and good stuff, it's between these two. I've only watched, like, one episode of Nocturne, and it's just visually a beautiful always. The people who do it are always incredible, but I have heard very negative things about the story as it's going on, which is a bit concerning. But if I were to say anything for The Last of Us, one time it was on when I was in a hotel and it had HBO, and I was with Mama Elska. Mama Elska just put it on, and it was playing like 3 episodes in a row or something, and we just sat there and we watched it. I've never played The Last of Us. I don't have any intent to play The Last of Us because it's like stealthy game, and I don't like stealthy games. But we just sat there and watched it. We were like, oh, that was a good time, right? It was just engaging. It really brought you in, and that's surprising for something I have no context of. I watched Castlevania since the end of the 2nd season, set it down, and I'm done. And I watched The Last of Us TV show because I know where it's going. No stealth. Yeah, Dying, you're right there with me. Well, yeah, I mean, the second one, hopefully they just change it. You know, we hope. But that doesn't mean we can't acknowledge the quality of it, right? Of what we got. I have no care for it, obviously. I don't want to play the game. I don't have any interest in the game. But it was still a good quality show from what I watched. Castlevania, like I said, their team always makes a beautiful game, beautiful movie. Show! But, I can't speak right now. My brain's getting tired already from my nose being full of snot. But yeah, there's just like, there wasn't a lot of depth for the Super Mario movie. Didn't even know this existed, and I don't know how much you can really get out of a racing movie. And this was just like, okay. I did not swear. I would acknowledge if I did. She completely ruined it in the last couple of episodes of the season. They completely ruined it? Oh, really? That sucks. Yeah, I've heard some mixed things about the newest season too, which is why it's kind of sad. But I mean, this is for voting right now, but hopefully the future stuff will be good because the feedback reached the people who created it, and they had like a long discussion about it on like Twitter and stuff, and they're like, yeah, we messed up. We're gonna work on it in the future. So hopefully the new stuff they make is good. Most anticipated game. I have no real want for any of those except for Hades. Tekken, of course I am, because I like fighting games, but it's not something I'm invested in because I don't have any background in Tekken. And I just want to support fighting games in general, so that's probably my #1 pick just because I'm biased, and I like fighting games, and I want them to thrive. But in reality, it's Hades 2. In reality, it's Hades 2. I can't really choose for this except for Like a Dragon. Never played that series. I've never played Hades, just I know that I love Supergiant Games, and I know it will be very sad if I'm wrong, but I stand by their games pretty well. Even the fact that I haven't played Hades 1, I've only played Bastion, and I've only played Transistor. These games consistently have some of my favorite music in gaming, and I think that's the most impeccable thing I always stand by with these cobbs, Korb, however you say his last name, is just good. He's such a good composer, musician, everything, and despite the factor I don't really play their games, I want these games to thrive because of their music, and that's really it. Yeah, but they have to very much try to put out a bad game, which they kind of had like a very mixed game with Pyre, but after that, there's like, here's some bangers, right? Is he related to Corp Crunch? I wish! Then maybe I'd have it in. The day 6 sound shows up that it'll be also auto-win. I feel like that game doesn't exist, so it's easy for me. That's true. I know if it's a Yakuza game, the Yakuza people will live and die by those games. It's one of the few things Sega has. You know, Like a Dragon and Star Wars Outlaws. I know people stand by also the Final Fantasy games, but I just wish it was, you know, like one big game. That's all. I don't know anything about Outlaws. Didn't we hear about this before? I don't know. Yeah, Yakuza is what's keeping Sega alive. The Elden Ring DLC is being made. FromSoft confirmed that they're trying, and they're gonna try to get it out. They did say they're doing it, so hopefully soon. Nice to not be a Jedi for once. Ooh, that would be interesting. I'm still waiting for StarCraft. Ghost, you know what, Telos? It probably won't happen, but it can. It could be a possibility. There are two things that Microsoft talked about recently. One was expanding the StarCraft world into other genres, and the other one was reviving old IPs and making them go further. So hopefully one, you know, it will be like I said, like StarCraft, maybe even RTS Warcraft again. They're Heroes of the Star, they're MOBA maybe. But yeah, they want to, that's what they said. We have to wait and see, but it's a possibility. Content creator. I don't know who you are. 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 I know who you are. So I think that's just because I don't know who these are. That's the only person I can vote for. But the Easter Bunny doesn't... The Queen... What? Oh no, Redacted, why I gotta do it to him like that? But I love the Queen of England. I'm sorry, but Sans finally took her down. How would you make the Final Fantasy VII remake it a single game? I'm not saying, like, condense it. I'm saying release it all as one. They have the money to be able to just be like, here's... You know what? If they put that big of a game out, I would accept them making it $100 or whatever. But yeah, I don't know who any of these people are, so I'm just gonna go. Best esports game. All of these suck. Besides probably Dota. Yeah, probably besides Dota. I hate League of Legends. I hate... Well, PUBG Mobile specifically is for a specific audience. Valorant is probably one of the games I hate the most. And then Counter-Strike 2 is just bad. And then Dota's alright. You hate Valorant? Yes, I hate Valorant with a very... I think I hate Valorant more than I hate League of Legends. I hate both of them, but I think I hate Valorant more than League of Legends. Oh no! Riot Games are incredible. Incredible. Of their promotional material, their trailers, their music. They are really, really good. But doesn't mean I like their games. Exactly, Go Tanks! Riot Games, especially Valorant, it's so... I hate them so much. They're so invasive. I don't care about esports? Fair enough to comment. I do. I like to support esports a lot. I even participate in esports. I go to tournaments. But I just don't personally think these games are worthy. It's so cringe to be like, yeah, of course I hate League, I hate Riot Games, whatever, but I personally think these games are not worthy to be as big as they are. I said it. I hate esports because they ruin some games. I would say Rocket League definitely deserves to replace one of these up here. Yeah, get the Minecraft speedrunners up here. But yeah, I do think Rocket League deserves to switch something out here. Fighting games in general, of course. But yeah, I think these are just such easy grabs. And I think the only reason why these are so big is, one, Valorant was made by Riot, so everybody went over to it. And a League is only so big it's because it's been around for so long, just like Dota, that they don't want to abandon it. These are all games. All of these are just, like, these are two from the same people and two from the same people. These are just legacy games that people don't want to let go. Which is the reason why they're so big, is because it's a whirlpool. You can't, people will not give up on them until they actually die. Tencent marketing cannot be stopped at all. At all. But yeah, yeah. Just always disappointing seeing this category. There's so many more games out there. So many more games that are doing tournaments. And it's always just the same games every year. Always. And it's always going to be League of Legends or Valorant. And it's very tiring. Why PUBG Mobile? Because PUBG Mobile is very, very popular. You'd be surprised how popular this game is. It's incredibly popular, especially in like China. Mobile specifically is very, very, very big. Very big. Not the desktop. Specifically, mobile is very, very big. Fortnite, I don't really think of it as much as a competitive game. I don't even know if there's been Fortnite tournaments any recently. Apex specifically is very lacking in its support for its competitive side. It is a very, very poorly run competitive scene that does not support its players very well, and continues to mostly just, in general, the game continues to be a disappointment. So I'm not surprised it's not up here. And exactly, Barada, everybody can access it. The only person I know here is Hal. The only person I know here is Imperial Hal. I don't know who any of these people are. Wait, no, I know this guy, I think. Is it? No, Faker. I know that one. I know that one. Everybody, I think, knows Faker. Because if Sister Elska knows their name, I have learned their name. So that's the only one I know I've heard of. But, Call of Duty! I didn't know there was competitive Call of Duty still. Man, you'll go get him, Hal. Best esports team. The only one with a fighting game team is Evil Geniuses, so I'm gonna move on. I don't care. Evo! 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 It's not gonna win, but I stand by it. Worst esports player? It's true. I am very bad. I'm very bad at video games. But yeah, who cares? Maybe. What is this even for? What game is that for? Paris Major? Yeah, is that CSGO? Because they have League, they have Dota, they have Valorant. So is that CSGO? I miss the times when EVO was the tournament of the year. Yeah. It's getting bigger. EVO gets bigger every year. So hopefully eventually it'll catch up. EVO has gotten so big that they are next year changing venues and they added another day. EVO is very quickly getting very large. So hopefully as time goes, it will be able to, you know, stand up to these guys, but definitely not right now. But it is definitely growing very fast. Oh, that's the very last one. This is the very last one. Well, that's all of the nominees. Everything kind of sucks. And I hope Baldur's Gate wins. And I hope Street Fighter wins. That's really my takeaway. That's my takeaway. And I hope EVO wins. The world cheated by getting K-pop groups in their event. That's true. They do get the K-pop stands to come out for those ones. Yeah, Berserker, I hope Alan Wake 2 loses. I hope whoever snuck that game into so many categories gets so much pie in the face. That's a good opinion. Thank you, David. I have good opinions sometimes. Not really. I barely know what I'm talking about. It's a good question, Nightmare. I don't know. But keep in mind, it's an Epic Games game. And they got a lot of Fortnite money. So you can only imagine. I miss E3. We have a pseudo E3, and that's when every company just does their own mini E3. And I meet a cave car. It was so cute. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. But yeah, that's our nominees recap. We will be seeing what happens, I guess. When we watch it in, what is it, 4 days? On Thursday? Why is it on Thursdays? It's so weird. But yeah, we'll watch it together. We'll see what happens. I got burp. But yeah. We're going in there hoping for just video game news because I really don't care about the awards themselves. For me, it is a platform to watch new games get announced. Let's go. Gesundheit, thank you. I heard that Alan Wake 2 wins will have another Doom Eternal moment or Red Dead 2 versus... Wait, what? Well, I'll have another Doom Eternal moment or Red Dead 2 versus God of War moment. Did Red Dead 2 come out the same year as God of War? Yeah, and to hear the things Baldur's Gate wins. That's true. We do want to hear as many things that Baldur's Gate wins. We want to hear win all of them. Yeah, no caster is very disappointing. Caster or a commentator, I definitely think deserves to be up here. Because there are some that are just really, really good. Ah! Yeah, exactly. The only thing we want, we don't truly care, but we still want to make sure that Baldur's Gate gets what it deserves. The first God of War, or... Yeah, it was first God of War, because it was God of War 2 versus Elden Ring last year, right? Without playing either of those games, was it Red Dead 2? That one? I very much would expect it to win over God of War. God of War won? No way. That's very surprising. Very, very surprising. I love Nicewig. Yeah, he's fun. He's fun. He's not my favorite commentator, I think, but he's definitely good fun. Again, I'm always biased for fighting game commentators. Or fighting game just in general. Because to me, it's always interesting. Apex is also is one of the few I could also stand by it being interesting that a lot of it is the big guys kind of have their own community and they talk to each other a lot, which is nice. But when it comes to fighting games, the big guys will still talk to the little guys, and they know even really small names or up-and-coming names, and it feels like it means a lot more. Man, I'm so biased for fighting games. But there's just always so much more community feeling within fighting games, and especially in their competitive side and whatnot. It just has so much more going for it. Raymond with 11 months. Not sure what to say, but hey, 11 months indeed, Raymond. Thank you so much for your long time love and support. It means a lot. You know, lots of things not able to happen without you, so thank you. I appreciate you. Doom Eternal lost to The Last of Us 2. I'm pretty sure lots of people were very upset. Ooh, yeah, that's bad. That's rough. That's rough. Man, I want to play Doom Eternal eventually, too. I want to play so many games, man. Losing it is a crime. Yeah, anything losing The Last of Us 2 must be. Kaballer with 9 months as well. Thank you so much. Takama with 2 months. You guys are so lovely. Thank you for your support over so long. It's incredible, guys. Thank you so much. Hades 2 then? Yeah, that's basically it. Sophie with 8 months. Thank you. Woo! My beautiful mod. Thank you, Sophie. I hope your life's treating you well, too. Thank you for your 8 months and your support. You do a lot for me. I appreciate you. Talos, also with 11 months. Is everybody getting their notification right now? Talos, thank you as well. You do a lot around here. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for 11-month reliever. You are fantastic. Not me, that's funny. And Nightmare! Yes, technically it's a whole year now because we had a month of Goober mess up. So for those 11 months, probably is actually a year. Thank you so much, Nightmare, for a whole year. I appreciate you. Thank you for your incredible support around these parts. Mine last stream? Did I miss it? Well, Good Tanks, thank you as well for probably a whole year. You are wonderful. And you do a lot of heavy lifting, and it means a lot. Yeah, I do need to get my golden ninja guy. We're at silver. We got to go up one more medal. We can maybe get that going during anniversary month. Hi, Tiberian. I'll be probably wrapping up here in about 5 minutes though. Kratos going through Northland is why I'm hyped for you to get to 2018 in Ragnarok. That's basically the most intrigue I have for it as well. To see how they depict everything. 2024 is going to be a very busy year. 1 year is January. Oh yeah, I think you joined right after, right, Raymond? Yeah. It's because our first month, when I implemented it, I lowered the price. So that was a bit more accessible for people to use things. So then it restarted everybody's memberships. So some of us are at a year, technically. But yeah, I still have work tomorrow, so I can't be staying up too late. Check the mount counter? I only, God of War Run is like Spider-Man 2. It's the same gameplay with just a few differences. Yeah, Ezekiel, it's as I said on that tangent earlier. Anything that's a sequel is just safe, right? They already have everything made and they just keep going, telling the story. Not too surprised. You could play FGO purely to get to the Doors chapter. You can't make me. You can't. No, I've been running away. from Fate for so long, you can't. I don't even know how many there are. I don't even know how many mobile games there are. I'm gonna stick with Bear. The only Tsukihime stuff I will indulge is Melty Blood, and that's because it's a fighting game. The pain of FGO. You can't make me. You can't make me. I have trouble making me bitrate. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I'm about to just delete everything, so you're fine. You don't have to fix anything. Yeah, here. I'll start wrapping up. And tomorrow I will have my new work schedule because, like I said, I'm starting to work full-time again now that I life stuff and I'm free of COVID. So I should get my new schedule tomorrow when I go back to work, and I'll hopefully be able to make things a bit more organized. No promises, but hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna get the trade moving. We'll see if you love or hate the God of War. I know, right? Depending on how much they really, I guess, create their own or indulge or whatever they may do to the characters. We'll see. That too, but I meant pirate. Oh, pirate. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I make sure I'll get a hat next time, next stream, just in case we become pirates again. Doesn't go too crazy. It hasn't been too bad. Thankfully, like I said, I work in food. I work at a grocery store. So, generally, it doesn't get bad until we start getting like a week or two before Christmas / Thanksgiving and stuff like that, or New Year's or whatnot. It's usually the week of that's just nightmarish, and then everything else is pretty okay. So it won't be too bad yet. Get Kung Lao's hat. Be the #1 assist now. It went from Cyrax to Kung Lao. I would love to have Kung Lao's hat. And be safe. Okay, don't work too hard. I'm gonna try my best, Nezuko. Hopefully be on a set schedule. I hope so. I think things get busy enough that I should be. As well as I'm, you know, I have, the experience behind me. They usually put me right back into it. So, I assume I'm gonna be busy. Which is worse, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is usually worse, because it's more banking on the food. Christmas is close, but not as bad, because it's, not, the theme usually is presents rather than food, right? So it's usually the rest of the retail that's really bad. Tiberian! With 10 gifted Brie memberships, thank you so much. I appreciate it, thank you. If your name is now green, make sure you say thank you to Tiberian, as well as say thank you to Telos and Crabword, because they also gifted 10 earlier. If your name is now green, make sure if you see this later that you thank them. For me, it was usually Christmas at grocery store, so people spending and sitting in special orders. I guess it just depends on like the community of where your grocery store is, because Christmas is bad, but I work in specifically just a grocery store, so Thanksgiving is definitely pretty bad. Because it's much larger orders, I feel like. I mean, Thanksgiving is big. All right, Christmas is big, but like I said, I feel like they're pretty close, but Thanksgiving kind of wins in the large amount how much they get. Is there going to be a Christmas watch along in the future? Christmas watch along? What do you mean by that? Like, we just stare out our window and try to find Santa? Or do you mean like we watch a movie? I don't know what my Christmas plans are still. Like I said, I'm gonna be spending time with brother Elska towards Christmas, but it's not gonna be on Christmas. It's gonna be, I think, either the week before or week after. But my Christmas Day, I don't think I have any plans. If I for sure don't have any plans on Christmas Day, I will probably be streaming. That's true. Movies are sort of broken on Discord, and I gotta figure that out. Die Hard 2. Didn't last year we watched the first Die Hard in December, if I recall? High-end goods for the clientele that we had, so Christmas was... that would actually make sense. For Christmas to be... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I guess we could do Die Hard 2. But, yeah, I have to make sure I get Discord working with movies again. Because last time we tried, it was absolutely goofed. And do well. Thank you, Nezuko. I'm gonna do my best. Life's a mess, but, you know, we still got tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. I'll be here. Boomer Christmas was worse because that's when office shuffle and cubicles and I'm glad I have never experienced that. That sounds bad. The second best Christmas movie ever. Agonizing slow this time of year? You are lucky. I think everything's just also I'm lucky in the factor that my job specifically isn't like online orders and stuff. I'm the big heavy lifter. I take things from the truck and I put it on the store shelves, right? So I lift I'm the one putting the turkeys in the freezer, right? I'm the one lifting that. That's my job. So I'm not having to do probably the worst part, which is the online ordering and stuff now these days as times have changed. You lift things? Brother, I tell you, I do lift. It is a very good workout. I was going to say the same thing. The stock girl. I am the stock girl. Yeah, I put your foods on the shelf. That's what I do. But I do it specifically with dairy and meat and produce. That's where I am. I'm in the fridges and freezers. I am strong. I am strong. But all right, team. I'm gonna start wrapping up here. Like I said, I got work tomorrow. And I'll hopefully have a schedule then. So, per usual, thank you everyone who watched and hung out with me today. I'll maybe figure out what to do as a stream in the future, but I hope you guys have been enjoying just chatting with me for a little bit here and the last time. So thank you all the lurkers and then all of those who are here chatting with me today. Telos, Berserker, Barada, Nezuko, Damascus, Leon, Telos, Dakama, Nightmare, Tiberian, Massive Legend. There's like a Butler yet. Who else do we have? Anon. Did I say Leon yet? Gotenks, Nightmare, Mossy, Black Lightning, David, and I said Anon. Butterby. I'm trying to remember everyone. Logan, Dying, Redacted, Matt, Raymond. I'm probably missing plenty. Illyria, Inochi. Hatred said hello. Jordan said hello. Alex said hello. Thank you, everyone. Look, cheers to your health. Thank you, Massive. Don't worry. I am big and strong. I'm getting better. I'm a little stuffy, but don't you worry about me. Like I said, I'll still be here tomorrow. You can get, yeah. I mentioned Leon twice. I'm becoming Ashley. Leon, help me, Leon. Put me down. Cloudy was here. And there's probably somebody I'm missing. Crabword. He was here. And then again, another double thank you to Crabword, Telos, and Tiberian for your memberships you're gifted today. That means a lot to me. Your love and support. And my brain, I probably miss people, so if I did, you know the drill. Yell at me. Tell me I'm a big dum-dum. And make sure I don't forget you. Yeah, for Resident 4 PTSD. Absolutely. But with that, guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you for indulging me and my strangeness. And I will see you guys next time. So bye-bye. Farewell. And I will see you soon. Bye. You're very welcome, Nami. Always welcome aboard my vessel. Tell us, do you fear getting scurvy? You probably will, because all the food is mine!